Hello, my name is Julie Bogus, and I will be your instructor for the 100% online course of Intro to Gerontology, Gero 365. I welcome you to this class, and I look forward to working with you this semester. The study of gerontology is basically the study of aging or the process of aging. Other definitions for gerontology include the study of social, cultural, psychological, cognitive, and biological aspects of aging, the study of the aging process, the study of physical, mental, and social changes in older people. So this is an introductory course. We are going to be touching on a lot of different issues and topics. And because this is an introductory course, we're not going to be able to do deep dives into any one particular subject matter. This is an overall course that will touch on all of those issues and all of those aspects of aging that I just mentioned. In this class, there are 34 students, and 28 of you are seniors, 4 of you are juniors, and 2 are sophomores. We have 10 public health majors, we have 7 health science majors, 6 in pre-physical therapy, we have 5 in communication disorders, 3 in child and family studies, 2 in business, 1 in communications, and 1 in rehab and disability services. So we have a pretty diverse group in this class, and many of you are probably taking this course for a elective or a requirement. So all of those areas that I just mentioned and that you're all studying are areas where you will come in contact with older adults. So having a basic knowledge about aging and the challenges that older adults face will be helpful to all of you, regardless of the area in which you end up working. And as I said, all of these areas could involve working with older adults. So I hope that throughout this course, you're able to find information that will help you, better serve your elderly clients, whether you're working in PT, whether you're in public health, communication disorders, or other health science areas. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My bio is in the welcome folder for this course, so you can read that. But I have been teaching here at NIU since 2015. Prior to that, I was the CEO for a nursing and retirement community in Chicago for 15 years. And then prior to that, I worked in other aging services areas, assisted living. I've worked in dementia care facilities. And I spent a total of 31 years working in aging services. And it was time for me to make a change in 2017. So I came on board. In addition to being an instructor, I'm also the interim director of the gerontology program at NIU. And we are trying to grow the program and get more students interested in the idea of working in aging services. So while this may not have ever been anything you've thought about before, it might be something you would want to consider after taking this course. If older adults is an area, a group of people that you think that you might want to work with, I am really happy to work with students who feel like aging services could be their career path. It was my career path since I graduated from NIU back in 1985. And it is a field that offers so many rewards and so many opportunities to help people and do good. So if it's something you consider, I definitely look forward to having a phone call with you or a meeting with you. So what I want to do in this intro video is to talk a little bit about this course and some of the things that you can expect. The focus of this course is to study theories of aging, controversies, to take a look at some case studies, talk about some practical applications of things that you will be learning in this course, and there will be some writing and reflections, and there will be discussion board postings. So this is a course that is designed to be very interactive, not only interactive with me as the instructor, but interactive between all of you as students. We are all aging from the moment that we are born. And so one of the questions that I want to answer for you in this course is, why is it important to study aging? So in the week 1 folder, you will see a video that is entitled, Why Study Aging? I want you to open up that website and I want you to take a look at the video that is in there, because we are an aging society. We have 10,000 baby boomers turning 65 every day. Our society is rapidly growing older, and that's an important and significant issue going on in our nation and in the world. So it's important that we understand aging and that we understand the issues that come along with aging. So I want to be sure to point your attention to that video in the week 1 folder. What I'm going to do each week is to include a video like this that will introduce the learning concepts for the current week and do a real quick recap of the important learning points from the previous week. I have all this entire semester organized into weekly folders, so it should be very easy to navigate. Week 1 folder will have all of the assignments for week 1, as well as due dates, and then week 2, week 3, and so on. So you don't have to hunt and peck around to find the things that you need to do for that particular week. It will all be there. I also want to make sure that you're aware of the course calendar. If you go into Blackboard, and I believe it's in Course Tools, you will find a course calendar, and that is going to lay out for you all of the assignments and the due dates. So I don't include a running list of all of the assignments and due dates in the syllabus, because once I put an assignment in Blackboard, it's going to automatically populate the calendar, and it just is duplicative work for me to include the long list of assignments in the syllabus for the semester. So that you can expect a video pretty much each week from me that will be included in each of the weekly folders. So let me tell you a little bit about my grading philosophy. For me, one of the most important aspects of this course is engagement and interaction. There's a lot of topics that go along with aging, a lot of things that are controversial, believe it or not, and I want to hear your thoughts about that, and I want you to share your thoughts with each other. So when I have discussion boards posted in each weekly folder, please be sure that you participate in those discussion boards early and often. I don't grade discussion boards based on the number of posts that you include in that particular week, because I don't want to grade based on having you just put something down on paper so that you can get full points for that particular discussion board. I really want to see engagement. So if you engage in the discussion board early in the week and post your reflection and your comments and your thoughts, that will give your classmates time to respond to you. And it'll give you time to then respond to your classmates. The thing that is going to affect a discussion board grade more than anything is if the discussion board is due by the Sunday of that week by midnight. When I see people going into the discussion board at 11 o'clock p.m. on the night that it's due, you're not going to get full points. Even if you write the most remarkable, insightful, spot-on comment, you're still not going to get full points, because it didn't give me the opportunity to read your comment and respond, nor did it give your classmates the opportunity to do that. So understand that discussion board conversations really takes the place of us being in the classroom talking to each other about these topics. If you don't participate in the discussion board, it's the same equivalent as sitting in the back row of the class and never participating. So one of the one of the grading contents for this course is based on your participation. So each week you will earn 5 points towards the total course points of 600. You will earn 5 points each week for your active participation in the course. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be an easy 5 points to get as long as you participate and engage with the class. So when it comes to learning assessments, there will be no surprises on your learning assessments or your quizzes. You have one about every other week in this class. You will have a midterm and you will have a final exam. You will also have some assignments. There will be a couple of writing assignments, and there will be a project to do towards the end of the class. So your grade is going to consist of your Blackboard discussions, assignments, your participation, and your learning assessments, and your midterm and your final exam grade. So my grading is pretty straightforward. Your learning assessments will be completely based on the content of the previous week. So you will have the opportunity to go back and revisit topics that maybe you didn't understand completely as you are finishing your learning assessment. So when it comes to writing assignments, I am looking for good grammar and good structure of your essays. In your information folder is a tips for writing college essays. I'm looking for good organization of your thoughts. So I want to see if I've given you an assignment to write about a specific topic. I want to see a nice intro statement that is going to set the direction for your paper, and then each paragraph should contain 1 point. So intro, paragraph, 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 conclusion. Pretty simple. What I'm finding a lot with a lot of the college writing that I have read over the years is a lack of organization, a lack of really sitting down and deciding before you put your pen to paper or you start typing on your keyboard, exactly what is it that you want to say about this topic, or how are you going to organize your thoughts so that me, the reader, can clearly get an idea at the beginning of your paper what you want to say and the direction that you're setting your paper in. So your writing assignments will be graded in part on your grammar and your structure of your paper. And then obviously it will also be graded on content. So just keep that in mind. If you need tips for writing a college essay, go into the information folder and take a look at what I posted there for you. Hopefully that you will find that helpful. My office hours, I am mostly working remotely from campus. However, I am on campus Tuesdays and Wednesdays, most Tuesdays and Wednesdays. My schedule might change for one reason or another. So if you need to have some time with me, we can do it one of two ways. We can talk on the phone. We can set up a Blackboard collaborative session where we can talk to each other through Blackboard, or we can meet in my office in the Wirtz building. So you will just need to reach out to me directly if you feel like you need to have some time with me to go over concerns you might have or questions that you might have or whatever you need to talk with me about. Just reach out to me personally. I have not scheduled any Blackboard collaborative sessions for this course, meaning that there will not be a time that we all get into a chat room and be together. I've tried to do that with these large classes, and it's just really, really difficult. We spend most of the time trying to figure out why people can't get their video enabled or their audio enabled, or they can't hear what I'm saying, or there's too much background noise, whatever. I just don't think it's really valuable time for all of us. So the only time to really interact with me would be if you reach out to me. Let's see, so that is attendance, office hours, grading policy. I think that is pretty much what I needed to cover with you in this intro topic. Let me tell you what you will be taking a look at in your first week. You're going to be reading about a theory that is called the life course perspective on aging. When people think about aging or getting old, many people think that there's a point in time when that happens. And when I ask my in-class students this question, at what age do you start to get old? Typically the answer is around 40. Some reason 40 seems to be that kind of point where people say, oh my gosh, I'm getting old. Well, the reality is that you begin aging on the day that you are born. And in order to understand an individual person's experience of aging, or to understand when they're 80, what their experience of being old is like, you can't consider that without thinking about their entire life. Because the decisions that we make now in our younger years, all of the decisions, all of our experiences that we have, our growing up, our values, our belief system, everything that we are is going to inform what our experience of aging will be down the line. So that's called the life course perspective on aging. You are also going to be talking or reading about a couple theories of aging: the activity theory, the continuity theory, and the disengagement theory of aging. A lot of people, when they think about old people, they think, well, once you get to be a certain age, you retire from work and check out of life, and that's just kind of the way it is, and society moves on, and the old person just sort of fades into the woodwork. Well, that's not true. And so there are different theories about how people age and what they do when they get old. So you'll be reading about that. And there is a reading, I believe there's a reading number 1 in your book. I want you to be sure that you take a look at that reading. I can't remember right now what that is, but make sure you take a look at reading number 1. Let me just say something real quick about the book that you're going to be working with. Jennifer Moody and Harry Sasser are two very well-known gerontologists. They study aging. And they've written this book, and the book is organized around concepts and controversies. So there are concepts about aging, there are theories about aging, and there are controversies about aging. So each chapter is organized around a concept or a controversy. So many times when I am assigning you a discussion board, it's going to be around some of the controversies of aging. And I want to hear what your personal thoughts or personal experiences have been. And I also want to hear throughout the course if this course has changed any of your perspectives on aging. I find that there are many students who kind of start the semester with certain beliefs, and then they end the semester a little bit better enlightened about what it means to grow old and what old people want and what old people experience. And so I hope that this course is a journey of enlightenment for you regarding aging. I think that that is all that I have for you to start off the class. I want to be sure that you take a look at all of the information that's in the Information and Welcome folder. Please read through all of that. The other thing is, I know that there's a lot of content in week one. And week one is just kind of setting the whole stage for the rest of the course. So you're going to find a lot of like YouTube links and articles that are in the week one folder. I open this course a week in advance just so that you can get a little bit of a head start on some of that content. So if there's anything you need, you know where to reach me. My email is jbogges, BOGGESS 2, number 2, at niu.edu. I look forward to working with you in this course, and I will see you in week 2. Thanks. Bye-bye.